Hey everyone, ready for some Facebook ad secrets for your SMMA clients?
I'm ready.
Let's dive deep into this YouTube video by Babar Say.
Sounds good.
He's claiming some crazy ROI in just 2 months. He even shares how he turned things around after a rough start.
So, like a comeback story.
Totally. And in 2024, Facebook ads are still huge for local
Yeah,
businesses.
definitely still relevant.
But, no one strategy works for everyone.
Right. Always good to think critically.
We'll break it all down, but bring your own knowledge to the table too.
Love that approach.
Okay, so Say is super big on a really detailed onboarding process.
Setting the stage for success.
He doesn't mess around like just sending a quick email. He dives deep, asks tough questions, makes sure everyone's on the same page from the get-go.
Makes sense. Getting that alignment early on is crucial.
Imagine like you're sitting down with a new client and they're all excited to launch their Facebook ad campaign.
Yeah, can't wait to see those ads running.
But Say says, hold on. First, we figure out what success actually looks like for them. He'll ask things like, what's your dream revenue target? Or how much are you willing to spend to get a new customer?
Getting those numbers out in the open right away, smart.
Totally. It's like building a house. You need that blueprint first, right?
Definitely. Avoid those costly mistakes later.
Say's onboarding is all about creating that blueprint for success. No awkward misunderstandings down the road.
Exactly. Everyone's on board with the plan from day one.
And he walks through this awesome exercise of like reverse engineering the whole campaign, figures out how many leads they need each month, cost per lead, even the expected number of appointments and sales.
Wow. Working backward from the goal. I like it.
It's like a roadmap to hit those client goals, not just launching a campaign blindly.
That's where a lot of marketers go wrong. They miss the bigger picture.
Now let's talk about an offer clients can't resist. Say's all about going beyond those generic discounts.
Right. Those are a dime a dozen.
He's talking about getting what truly motivates potential customers.
Tapping into those deep desires.
So you create an offer that speaks directly to their needs.
Makes sense. Give them what they actually want.
Market research is your secret weapon here, not just demographics anymore.
Going deeper, huh?
Totally. It's understanding their pain points, desires, those emotional triggers.
And the why behind their actions.
Okay, let's say your client's a plumber. Everyone offers discounts, right?
Yeah. It's almost expected.
Say says, think deeper. What's the real pain point? Maybe it's that fear of a massive unexpected bill.
Oh, I can relate to that.
So instead of just like 10% off, you offer a free upfront estimate. Boom! You address their worry and stand out from the competition.
I see. You're not just slashing prices. You're providing real value.
Exactly. And Say even gives this example like a bathroom remodeling company. They offer 20% off plus a free consultation and a 3D design plan.
Sweetening the deal.
And to top it off, they throw in a goodie bag and a limited time offer.
Oh, creating that sense of urgency.
He's using psychology, making the offer feel exclusive.
Smart strategy. People love to feel like they're getting something special.
Okay, ready for this? Say's ad copy structure is so simple, but it works.
Simple is good sometimes. Less is more.
He's laser focused on the audience, frames it around a problem and solution, then uses testimonials or before and after photos.
Sounds like he's ticking all the boxes of good copywriting.
Right. It's all about understanding the psychology of persuasion.
Got to know how to influence people.
He builds trust by identifying the target audience and their needs.
Speaking their language.
Then he highlights the benefits of the service, not just features.
Showing the value, not just what it is.
And those testimonials or visuals, that's social proof. People trust recommendations.
Especially if they can see real results.
And he even shares a raw draft from his video, like behind-the-scenes stuff.
I love when people show their process.
You see things like emojis to grab attention, a clear call to action, and that all-important sense of urgency.
So it's about those small details too, huh?
Every little thing counts. Now let's talk visuals. Say believes in ad creatives that don't scream, hey, I'm an ad.
Blending in, being subtle.
Authenticity and building trust through those visuals.
People are bombarded with ads all day. Got to cut through the noise.
So he suggests project images, client testimonials, even client speaks to camera videos, and not like fancy productions either. He even suggests using a phone.
Keeping it real, I like it.
And then, of course, there's AI-generated video rolls, super effective.
AI is changing the game for sure.
The best creative style depends on your audience and the platform. What would resonate with your client's ideal customers?
That's where understanding your audience comes in.
All right, setting up a Facebook ads account can be daunting, but Say makes it simple.
Breaking it down into bite-sized pieces.
He focuses on the leads campaign objective.
Makes sense for SMMAs, all about those leads.
Remember, we're running ads for other businesses. Got to capture those contact details.
Exactly. Leads are gold.
He steers clear of advantage campaign budget, wants more control. Like driving a car, you wouldn't let Facebook completely take the wheel.
I see. Staying in the driver's seat.
Initially, he's all about maximize number of leads, get that data flowing.
Data is king in the world of digital marketing.
He's got great pointers on audience targeting too, like sticking with original audience options and location-based targeting.
Reaching the right people, the ones most likely to be interested.
Gotta find that sweet spot, right? Large enough audience, but the right people.
You don't want to waste money on people who will never convert.
For ad placements, he suggests Advantage Plus. It gives Facebook's algorithm a little freedom, places your ads in different spots.
Kind of like letting the algorithm do its magic.
You've got this great ad creative you want it seen. Advantage Plus lets Facebook figure out the best places. News feeds, stories, other apps, who knows?
Interesting approach, letting Facebook do some of the heavy lifting.
And A/B testing, it's crucial throughout this whole thing.
Your science experiment for Facebook ads.
Comparing two versions of your ad, maybe different headlines or images.
Seeing what performs better. Data-driven decisions.
So you're not just hoping for the best, you're figuring out what actually resonates. Say's big on testing multiple creatives right away, like 3 or 4 different ones.
A battle of the ads.
And he's all about data-driven refinement. Once he finds a winner, he might tweak the ad copy, the words, see if he can improve results.
Continuous improvement, always looking for that edge.
And he emphasizes, like, making sure your ads don't feel like dot ads.
Blending in with the content.
He's like, step back. Does this look like an ad? Would I click on this? People are bombarded with ads all day. They tune them out.
Banner blindness, it's real.
So how do you break through? Say says, go for authenticity, build trust.
Showcasing the real deal, not just a sales pitch.
Real project images, client testimonials, those client speaks to camera videos.
Letting the human side shine through.
Remember that example he shared? The client recorded a testimonial on their phone.
Keeping it simple and genuine.
It worked wonders. Authenticity over fancy production any day.
Sometimes the simplest approach is the best.
And if a client's camera shy, you've got those AI-generated videos, remember?
AI to the rescue.
But now, let's shift gears a bit. Say is all about attracting high-quality leads, the ones who are actually ready to buy.
No tire kickers allowed.
You gotta weed out those window shoppers, the ones who aren't serious.
Qualifying those leads. Making sure they're a good fit.
Exactly. He suggests specific qualifying questions in the lead forms.
Smart move. Got to filter out the noise.
Think of it like a first date. You wouldn't spill all your secrets to just anyone.
Right. Save those for someone special.
You don't want to waste time on leads who aren't the right fit.
Got to focus on those who are genuinely interested.
Asking the right questions up front, you filter out those who aren't serious.
It's like a virtual bouncer, keeping out the riffraff.
And he even shares this tip, requiring manual phone number input in the lead forms.
Oh, that's clever.
It weeds out the folks just clicking through without paying attention.
A little test of their commitment.
And of course, those questions should be tailored to your client and their ideal customer.
No one-size-fits-all approach here.
You wouldn't ask the same questions to someone buying a luxury car as you would to someone looking for a family sedan.
Right, gotta match the questions to the audience.
Now, remember that awesome onboarding process we talked about?
Yeah, getting everyone aligned from the get-go.
Say takes it even further. Stresses extracting key info from clients.
Digging for those golden nuggets.
It's like putting a puzzle together. You need all the pieces.
Gotta see the complete picture.
Target revenue, average ticket price, lead qualification criteria, even past offers that worked or didn't.
It's all about gathering the intel.
Sometimes clients don't realize they have all the pieces. You guide them through those tough questions, help them uncover the info that'll lead to a killer campaign.
Being more than just an ad manager, being a consultant.
Okay, back to those ad creatives. Say is all about building trust, social proof.
People are skeptical online, especially with ads.
They've seen those cheesy ones that scream scam.
Gotta break through that skepticism.
He's big on using real project images, client testimonials, and those simple client speaks to camera videos we talked about.
Keeping it authentic, relatable.
Remember that example he shared? The client recording a testimonial on their phone.
Yeah, the one that went viral.
It's proof you can create engaging content without a Hollywood budget.
Sometimes the raw, real stuff works best.
Authenticity trumps production value every time.
Couldn't agree more.
And if a client's camera shy, Remember, you've got those AI-generated video rolls.
AI is a marketer's best friend these days.
It really is.
So what else is Say big on?
Well, he talks a lot about making sure your ads don't feel like, well, ads.
Blending in, being part of the experience.
Seamlessly integrating them into the overall user experience.
I see. Like those sponsored posts that don't feel like ads at all.
He doesn't want people to feel like they're being interrupted or bombarded with sales pitches.
Right. Got to make it feel natural, organic.
Think about those sponsored posts you see on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, the ones that are actually interesting to watch.
The best ones blend in so well you barely notice their ads.
Until you see that tiny sponsored tag.
Exactly. They're informative, engaging, entertaining,
Yeah.
providing value without being pushy.
Subtle persuasion at its finest.
Say brings up a really interesting point about brand identity. He says a cohesive brand across all platforms can make a huge difference in building trust and recognition.
Consistency is key, right?
Yeah.
Like a visual signature.
It's like creating a symphony. Every instrument plays in harmony.
Love that analogy.
Consistent look, feel, and tone, reinforcing your client's brand message, making them instantly recognizable.
Glad it's not just visuals, right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Language, tone of voice, overall messaging, it's everything.
Creating a cohesive brand experience.
Think about brands you love, the ones you instantly connect with.
Yeah, the ones that just get you.
They have a distinct personality that shines through in everything they do.
From their website to their social media to their ads.
That's what you want to create for your clients. A strong, recognizable brand that resonates.
A brand that people love and trust.
And that's where your expertise as an SMMA owner comes in.
We're not just ad managers, we're brand builders.
Helping them craft their brand story, shape their online presence, connect with their ideal customers.
Taking them to the next level.
And speaking of connecting, Say is all about building relationships, not just transactions.
Going beyond the surface level.
He believes long-term success comes from fostering genuine connections.
Building those lasting partnerships.
Understanding their needs, going above and beyond.
Becoming a trusted advisor.
It's about moving beyond that client-vendor relationship, becoming a partner, a valuable asset to their business.
Someone they can rely on.
And when you approach your work with that mindset, it shows.
Your passion and dedication shine through.
Your commitment to excellence, that's what sets you apart.
In the competitive world of SMMAs, that's what makes a difference.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, what are your biggest takeaways so far?
I'm really impressed with Say's focus on authenticity and building trust.
Yeah, that's definitely a key theme throughout his strategies.
And I love his data-driven approach, constantly testing and refining.
Always looking for ways to improve.
And I think his emphasis on the human element is really important, especially in today's digital world.
Absolutely. Building those genuine connections, that's what makes all the difference.
So stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive, where we'll uncover even more of Say's secrets. It's interesting how Say ties this back to qualifying those leads, really understanding your client's ideal customer.
Right. It's not just about asking any questions. It's got to be the right questions, the ones that speak directly to those who are most likely to become paying customers.
It's like, what's that dot matchmaking?
Oh, I see what you mean.
But instead of matching, romantic partners, you're matching your client services with the perfect customer.
Compatibility is key. So, if your client is a high-end interior designer, you wouldn't ask potential leads, what's your budget for a simple bathroom refresh?
Yep.
You might ask, are you looking to create a luxurious spa-like experience in your master bathroom?
Ooh, much better. Speaking their language.
And remember that tip about manual phone number input? No copy pasting, no autofill.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
A small tweak, but it can really weed out those who aren't serious.
That's like a little, hey, are you really paying attention here?
Exactly. It shows a level of commitment.
And, Say talks about treating your clients like partners. That clear communication throughout the campaign is so important.
It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Definitely not. He's proactive, reaching out, sharing insights, explaining what's working, what's not.
And why?
Transparency builds trust.
Speaking of success, Say's all about tracking those results using data.
Data-driven decisions every step of the way.
Now, he doesn't just launch a campaign and cross his fingers.
Oh.
He's constantly watching those metrics. Clicks, conversions, cost per lead. Making adjustments based on what the data's telling him.
It's like having a GPS for your Facebook ads.
I love that analogy. No more wandering aimlessly.
And, of course, A/B testing. Sen's a huge advocate for that.
He's always experimenting.
in a controlled way.
Testing different headlines, images, calls to action, even landing pages.
Finding what really
He
resonates.
even tells this story about a campaign where he was sure a certain ad creative would be a winner.
Whoa.
Sleek, professional, high production value, the whole shebang.
I bet it was beautiful.
But when he ran the A/B test,
What happened?
a simpler, more authentic image, something shot on a phone, outperformed the fancy one.
Oh, that's a lesson in humility right there.
Sometimes the most unexpected approaches get the best results.
That's the power of A/B testing, right? It takes out the guesswork.
The data speaks for itself.
And remember what we were saying about creating ad creatives that don't feel like ads?
Blending in, yeah.
Say takes it even further. Talks about seamlessly integrating those ads into the overall user experience.
So they feel like they belong.
Exactly. He doesn't want people to feel interrupted or bombarded with sales pitches.
Right. It should feel natural, almost like they just stumble upon it.
Like it's meant to be there.
Think about it. Those sponsored posts you see on Instagram or Facebook.
The ones that actually catch your attention.
The best ones are the ones that blend in so well you almost don't realize they're ads until you see that tiny sponsored label.
It's like they're part of the feed, not interrupting it.
And they're actually interesting, right? Not just trying to sell you something.
They provide value, entertain you, maybe even teach you something new.
Exactly. Say is really hitting on something important here. It's not just about shouting your message from the rooftops anymore.
It's about being more subtle, more strategic.
Meeting people where they are and giving them something they actually want to see.
It's about creating a positive experience, even with advertising.
You know, it makes me think about how much the advertising landscape has changed.
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole different ballgame than it used to be.
People are savvier, they have more choices, and they can easily tune out anything that feels inauthentic or intrusive.
So we, as marketers, have to adapt.
We have to be smarter, more creative, and more focused on building genuine connections.
I couldn't agree more.
All right, so we've talked a lot about size strategies for Facebook ads. But what about the bigger picture? Where do these strategies fit into the overall SMMA landscape?
That's a great question. I think size approach really highlights the importance of treating your SMMA like a real business.
Not just a side hustle or a hobby.
Exactly. It's about having a solid business plan, clear processes, and a commitment to delivering exceptional results for your clients.
It's about building a brand for your SMMA, just like you would for any other business.
Right. You need a strong brand identity, a clear value proposition, and a marketing strategy that sets you apart from the competition.
And it's about constantly learning and evolving, staying ahead of the curve in the ever-changing world of digital marketing.
Because if you're not growing, you're falling behind.
That's for sure.
So, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, what are your key takeaways for SMMA owners who are listening?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that success in the SMMA world requires a multifaceted approach.
It's not just about running ads. It's about understanding your clients, their businesses, and their target audiences.
It's about crafting compelling offers, creating engaging content, and building trust through authenticity and transparency.
And it's about being a true partner to your clients, guiding them towards success and helping them achieve their goals.
So if you're an SMMA owner, take size strategies to heart, but also remember to adapt them to your unique business and your client's specific needs.
Because there's no one-size-fits-all solution in the world of digital marketing.
That's right. It's all about finding what works best for you and your clients and constantly iterating and improving along the way.
And stay tuned for part 3 of our deep dive, where we'll explore some emerging trends and strategies that SMMA owners should be aware of. So let's dive into those emerging trends, shall we?
Let's do it. What's catching your eye these days?
Well, one thing that's really taking off is the use of AI.
AI, huh? Everyone's talking about it these days.
And for good reason. It's changing the game for marketers. We've talked about AI generated videos, right?
Yep, those are pretty amazing.
But AI is being used for so much more now, like ad targeting, even copywriting.
Wow, so it's like having a robot marketing assistant.
Kind of. It's a powerful tool, but
What?
we can't forget the human touch. Technology is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right, it's not about replacing humans altogether.
Exactly. It's about using AI to enhance our capabilities, not replace them.
Make our lives easier, help us work smarter.
At the end of the day, marketing is still about connecting with people, telling stories, building relationships.
And that's something AI can't do, at least not yet.
Definitely not.
Ah.
So, while we embrace AI, let's not forget the heart of marketing.
Speaking of connecting with people, I've noticed a trend towards more personalized and interactive ad experiences.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Have you seen those choose your own adventure style ads?
Those are so cool. Users get to interact with the ad, make choices,
It's like gamifying the ad experience, makes it more engaging.
and you gather valuable data about user preferences.
So you can tailor future ads. It's a win-win.
Totally. And speaking of engaging content, have you noticed the rise of short-form video?
Oh, absolutely. TikTok, Instagram Reels, it's everywhere.
People's attention spans are shrinking. They want bite-sized visual content.
And it's a great way to showcase products or services in a fun, engaging way.
Exactly. If you're not using short-form video in your Facebook ad strategies, you're missing out.
Get creative, experiment with different formats and styles. It's a whole new world of possibilities.
Before we wrap up, let's circle back to Say's core message,
Data-driven decision.
the foundation of everything.
This
Right?
should be the foundation of your SMMA strategies too. No guessing, just data to guide you.
So track those metrics, analyze the data, make adjustments as you go.
And don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things. The world of digital marketing is always changing. What worked yesterday might not work today.
So stay curious, keep learning, and never stop testing.
Well said. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Baybar Say's Facebook ad strategies for SMMA clients in 2024.
We hope you found it valuable and are ready to put these insights into action.
Remember, the best way to learn is by doing. Experiment, test, refine, and never stop pushing for those amazing results for your clients.
And if you're looking for more resources, check out the show notes for links to blogs, articles, courses, and communities dedicated to all things Facebook ads and SMMAs.
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep those Facebook ads converting. Until next time.